Let's actually bring you closer to the face. Quick little double check that everything's working right. And not use the past couple of days. Okay, so we have got sound for me. Oh, we've got loud sound for the audio of the game. Try that. So yes, welcome to Dredge. I played the demo, which was got up to a certain point, and I enjoyed it quite a lot. So I wanted to play more, and so I bought it, and we're playing it on release day, so there's going to be bugs. Most likely, anyway. Morning light fills your eyes, and you try to sit upright. You're lying on the cold, wet dock where you collapsed the night before. A short man is shouting orders at a handful of workers disembarking from a boat nearby. The man notices you. Ooh. Ah, welcome to Greater Marrow, I must say. Quite a dramatic first impression. I see you've already been introduced yourself to the jagged rocks along the bay. Did you not see the lighthouse? It was shining right at you. Ah, well, I'm glad to see our new fisherman upright and breathing. Your boat was hopelessly damaged, but I've had a few of the locals move your things to one of the old vessels. We'll catch up later to discuss more details. I'll let you get out there to catch some fish. See if you can fill your cargo while you get your bearings in the light. Finally, I don't suppose I need to say this, but get back by sundown, before the fog rolls in. Keep a close eye on time. It really can creep up on you. Whee! Our boat! Was she pee? Ooh, yeah, I know how I can do it. Move to a fishing spot. Fish! Press F to start fishing. We have gained cod. And more cod. Welcome to the totally innocent little fishing simulator. And some mackerel. And time only advances when we're moving fishing or doing other actions. So if we just sit still, time will not go by. Let's try and get a nice mix of things. This looks like some rays of some kind. Oh, we don't actually have the equipment for that one yet. Can we go beyond the borders? We can. But I'm not going to because I don't think I have any of the right equipment yet. And I don't think I'll be able to get around the island with this much daylight left. Because things are going to start getting spooky soon. Select your lights by holding E and then toggle them with the button. Good luck, last fisherman. Are you after somewhere to sell your catch? Greater Marrow's on the west side of the bay. Keep an eye on the lighthouse, eh? Wouldn't want you to lose sight of it for too long. You enter a brightly lit shop, packed with antiques, the shelves full of jewellery and other baubles. An old man peers at you over silver spectacles. Hello, is that? No, I don't believe we've met. Forgive me, my eyes aren't what they used to be. I specialise in antiques and jewellery. I'll purchase any special trinkets you happen to have. Have you got anything nice with you today, perhaps? No, because it's all fish. Oh, and that's a point. I think because I pre-ordered, because I really liked this game as the demo, I pre-ordered it. So I think I have basically DLC engine and fishing rod. Don't have the right equipment for that. Also, oh god, it's starting to get dark. We've got to get back to the mainland. Because we aren't alone out here. Get bright lights, reduce it. Let's get some nighttime fish though whilst we're on the way back. Increases our panic, and our panic is starting to get high. We're starting to see things in the night. You step onto the dock at Greater Marrow. The mayor is waiting nearby. I see you've returned in one piece. Very good. Before you head off to town, we should discuss the matter of your boat. As I mentioned earlier, your old boat was too badly damaged to be repaired. However, I'm more than happy to sell you that replacement vessel. Yours to own. I understand you may not have the necessary funds on hand, so we'll consider it a loan. But I want to make this easy for you. Until your debt is repaid, a tiny portion of your fish sales will go towards paying it off. A small amount of interest will go towards improving the town. So to recap, you'll need to sell fish to the local market, paying off your debt and in turn keeping the populations fed and satisfied. Understand? Yes, essentially Tom Nook, but the fish man. Selling fish helps the town and pays off my debt. Got it. Off you go then, sell those fish while they're fresh. To the fishmonger. You went to a squalid shack on the fringe of the marketplace. The familiar smell of fish fills the air. You're a fisherman, you've got loads of fish on board. There's no difference to what you've had all day. Flies buzz haphazardly around a downcast man behind the counter. You're the new fisherman, eh? Surprised they found a new one so fast. What happened to the other one? It takes a certain type of person to last out here. It's not a life for everyone. Anyway, to business. I'll pay you for your fish. Bigger and fresher means more money. And some species are just worth more too. Other towns on other islands might pay different, but whilst you still got debt outstanding here, I'd suggest you work on paying that off first. So let's see what you've got. We've got cod, which sells for 12. That one sells for 13, slightly bigger. And that one was smaller. We've got some mackerel. And some squid. It's only day one, so we only found normal types of thing. And we have nothing in the storage. Yeah, I think the custom rod and the peculiar engine are the things that we got. Maybe the things that we got as the DLC thingy for pre-order. The mayor standing outside the fishmonger's store. Excellent work. I have no doubt you'll be able to provide for this town. Look here. I found this down by the docks. I'm sure someone like you could make something out of it. Why don't you take it? Research parts. Oh, one last thing. Our local shipwright mentioned she might be able to make some modifications to your ship. You should pay her a visit. See, we don't actually have that much to pay off in terms of... This isn't like you owe a million bells, Tom Nook type person. This is, in one night, we've paid a third of it back. This is a cheap-ass boat. It's worth like $40. As you walk into the yard, you see the shipwright making repairs to a damaged hull. She looks at you briefly before turning back to her work. You must be the new fisherman. I can make improvements to your vessel in the yard. Mind you, I'm not in the business of doing favours around here. Payment is up front, and everything takes some time to install. Also, if you take on damage from the rocks or any damage at all, I can patch it up. Slightly ominous wording there. Like, if you get damaged by the rocks, or from anything else, I can patch you up. She shrugs and gestures towards the hull she's currently attempting to repair. Number of boards, all above the waterline, are splintered and scratched. Take a look around. Just remember, the bigger the equipment, the longer it takes to install, so plan ahead. Yep, the skimmer lets us do shallow water, and so does the weighted line. But they cost, like, more than we have. Oh no, we do have enough for the simple skimmer. But it's a really slow fishing speed. So you probably want to save up for the weighted line. There's also the outboard motors that make us go faster. There are nets that we don't have access to yet. And there are lights. Expensive lights. But that increase the amount of light we can do. And naturally, I think that's quite a good thing to have in this. Light is good. Right, so we can spend 1 research point to get a hydraulic rod, which lets us catch oceanic fish faster. Mechanically assisted reels allow the catching of significantly larger species. And the flexible pole is coastal and shallow. And there's also the improved outboard motor we can get as well. Pots and nets we can't actually get yet. Do not fish me. I mean, look at this beast at the end. There's like 5 research piece. And then, of course, this one, which catches abyssal fish. Let's get the flexible pole, I think. Because that gives us 2 things that we can get. Oh, we can actually continue to upgrade it afterwards. Okay, that's good. It's not just you're using it to buy it. Something flexible pole indeed. Right, it is the beginning of day 2. Let's turn our lights off. Let's have a look at what we have. In our cabin encyclopedia, we have caught some squid, some cod, and some mackerel. We have not yet found any of these strange things marked as aberrations. Who knows what that could be about? I'm sure it's nothing to be concerned about. After all, we are simply a fisherman. And let's not take all of the stock. I don't think it makes much difference. I don't think it makes them regenerate quicker or anything. Ah, we still don't have the right stuff for that. Even though we researched it. I wonder if we have to research it and then purchase it later from somewhere. And that's a shallow one as well. Trophy. Not quite sure what can't remember what the trophies did. We want to we can't dredge for that yet. We have found a message in a bottle. Also, I see shark. We can't get oceanic yet though. But again, we must keep an eye on the time. We can't let it get too late. And I think all the stuff that's around the back for now, I think we need to wait until we can afford the stuff to dredge. So let's just calmly return. Ooh, lighthouse towers above. Waves crash endlessly against the rocks below. All creatures, humans or otherwise, would have their brittle bodies broken and thrown at its feet. You ponder the intrinsic power of the structure, a vast column of stone shouldering responsibility of countless lives. How long will it stand? How long until it decays into ruin, its purpose exhausted? The lighthouse towers above. How long until William Defoe goes slightly unhinged? Indeed, William Defoe. It's amazing what the subtitles can get. But don't forget the once when you were doing a Destiny stream, it managed to get Elixni. I wonder if mine can manage to do Elixni. Right, had special order from someone. Pay above normal prices. Tell me about the order. A gulf flounder and a grey eel. Well, we can't do those yet. You need to have a rod that handles shallow water to catch them. The shipwright can sort that for you. Not all schools are the same. Some contain abnormal specimens. Sometimes you can tell just by looking at the surface. Right, so. F to sell. And sell. That's a fair... I don't think there's a difference. I don't think there's a reason why we want to keep hold of trophies. Right, my storage. Is there anything here? There's pursuits. There's an order, a flounder and an eel. And that's it so far. So that is our next major thing. Also, we have a message from the bottle. Oh, gee, the long message in a bottle. Morning of the second day of honeymoon. And our first day proper. Today we're sailing around the islands and inlets at the back of Great Marrow. I love the rocks here. The layers and colours are so striking. A PNG of Sheepa's arms giving a hug and make Discord reactive beat Sheepa hug cam. That is a fun idea. Furthermore, the fishing is relatively poor in these shallows, so I know he will keep his hands on the wheel instead of the rods. He renamed the boat last night, Julie. He did a fancy renaming ceremony and everything. I think he took that more seriously than the wedding. Supposedly it's very important to perform it correctly, lest you want ill fortune to follow the vessel. He wanted to throw away everything with the old name on it, but I kept the keychain. Ocean Riches was a good name. I think he's prepared a surprise picnic lunch. I can see the basket half hidden, stuffed under a blanket at the front of the cabin. I love it when he tries to be romantic. And I've also noticed that I am smaller than I should be. There we go. Right, and let's have a look at the shipwright. We don't need to repair yet. We do have enough to get this one. So let's do it. Take 3 hours to install it. Now let's see if we can't... Oh, no, I think it might be a bit too... Unless there's something like really close to these buoys with the light on them. Yeah, floating buoy marks safe passage through the rocks. Dim light provides a respite in the gloom. Yeah, unless there's... Ow. Unless there's ow. Then there might be ow. Bonk. Yeah, there's no fish nearby, so we'll have to wait until morning for that, I think. A hunched woman approaches you from the steps of the lighthouse. She stops some distance away and looks at you with concern and visible apprehension. Why are you here? I've come to fish. I've come to see the area. I've come to meet people. Well, I have come to fish. There's nothing here for someone like you anymore. Do yourself a favour and move on. She turns and shuffles back along the path that leads to the light. Well, now the mayor wants us. But first, boat's looking a bit banged up. Yep. We can't actually afford that. Never mind. Talk to the mayor. Just the person I was hoping to see. I think she probably does. No matter what we do, I think she says the same thing. Just the person I was hoping to see. Are you sailing out east towards Little Marrow? Would you give this package to the dock worker there, please? I will. The mayor hands you a small damp package bound in string. It's dripping slightly. The dock worker will pay upon delivery. Please be quick, I don't want it to spoil. Don't forget to check your compass and map if you get lost. We have Pursuit, which is again deliver the package. And we have Map that just tells us, you know, the place we've already been to is over the place we've already been to. I was going to sleep. That's why I docked in the first place, but the woman confused me. I want to rest till morning. Right, so we have shallow now. So we should be able to... These are the eels. And I think the flounders were this one over here. Yes, flounders are over here. So we can drop off the package to make sure it doesn't spoil. We can have a little go around the back of Little Marrow. There we go. Delivery. Let's see what's here. There's a small hole in the paper and peeks inside. You can't say for sure, but it feels as though he's shielding it from your view. Yeah, nice and fresh. This'll do nicely. Home to pay you, I suppose. He hands you some money. I was given this old book a few weeks back. Didn't make much sense to me, but surely you'll make some more use out of it. He pulls a crumpled book from his back pocket and hands it to you. A number of pages are folded over. Keep it in your cabin. Perhaps you can read it while you're on the water. Stop by for a chat any time. I know how lonely it can be. Nope, we have found nothing special lately for you. There's no research. There's nothing in our storage. I see a message in a bottle. That is not a flounder. That one's a stingray. Right, let's grab this bottle. Read that later. I think that one note we've had before was actually talking about this boat. But we can't do anything with it yet because we have no dredging equipment. That's the name of the game! But yeah, dredging equipment, I think we have to... I think currently we're just going through like the very generic tutorial that is pretty well integrated because it just seems like normal gameplay. It's not specifically saying, oh, make sure you go and get the mission from the dock worker or anything like that. It's just you naturally are talking to people and picking things up and then progressing with the game. But I think once we've gone through all of the things that teach us, you know, about all these little things. There we go. There's our flounder, our Gulf flounder. I will get another one. Because I can. And then we should have just enough time to get over here. Nope, not that one. We want this one because they look more like eels to me. Oh my god, this is definitely a weird one. So grey eels take 3, so we can fit one there. I think we can only really take the one. So let's live with that and go and turn them in. Because we've at least done what the request was. And also we're starting to get stared at by the evil eye at the top again. So we don't want that happening. So, fishmonger. Have you got any fish for that order? Indeed I have. Just leave whatever you have here. I'll keep the order on ice until it's ready to go. So we have a flounder. And we have a grey eel. Wraps up the fish and hands you some money. Good, good. I should be pleased with these. I've got another order here. This one's a bit more curious. They want a couple of squid and a whole black grouper. Don't see many people fishing squid these days. They only feed at night. And well, you know what nights are like around here. Good luck. So let's sell that one. Or if we just hold down F, it will just sell every fish we have. That's good. Right, let's repair. We don't have the trawler stuff yet. We could buy a new bulb. In fact, I'm going to buy a new bulb. Because if we're going to want to start going out to get some squid, we're going to want at least a little bit of light. I see no squiddies. Okay, fine, we won't get squid tonight. Oh, and yeah, our lights were starting to go a little bit funny because it's strange things are happening around us. Just rocks seem to be appearing and disappearing without us understanding why. Who knows? Let's rest. Let's get rid of some of that. And you'll have to let me know what the sounds like with this sheep. You know, with the music and the fishing noises and everything. I put everything down to half on the game because it was very loud when I loaded it. A slight accident yesterday around the shallows at the back of Greater Marrow. Rocks seemingly appeared out of nowhere. Strange. And struck the front of the boat. Did not penetrate the hull, but it jostled us around and a few items fell overboard. We did not see what they were, which is some concern, but we believe all important articles are accounted for. He's been checking over some notes from the boat's renaming ceremony. He's paranoid that he performed the steps incorrectly. I've never known him to be so superstitious. We have our active book for sustainable fishing. We've picked up a couple more things. We've got the flounder and the grey eel and the stingray. There's a lot of fish. 6 out of 128 we've managed to find so far. And we've got coastal, shallow, oceanic, abyssal, hadal, volcanic, and mangrove. And then each of these is its own area that we have to find stuff in. So quite a lot of stuff. Pursuits. We need 2 arrow squid and a black grouper. They only bite at night. So I suppose for now, we can either go exploring a little bit, though we probably don't want to go too far. We don't have oceanic yet, do we? No, we don't have oceanic yet. We don't want to go too far because we want to be able to get back in time for it to be light by the time we get back. So that's just cod. Nothing of concern there. You are shapes in the deep. So you are stuff to dredge. You look like fish to me. Some stingrays. I hate stingrays. But the longer we're doing this, the faster time's going. All of that for a frickin' stingray. Quick! Flee back to the island! Because shit's gonna start getting a little spooky now, I think. We're in open waters in the middle of the night. And we can't see where the hell we're going. Oh, and this is Little Marrow. This is not Greater Marrow. We do need to get that. Oh, oh. A black grouper. Actually going to swap you out for the cod. That is not squid. That is squid. I am not gonna risk going over to the other village. Not with the evil eye being as red as it is. I was saying that stuff is gonna not be very fresh if I wait. Let's risk it. Oh, that was a bit weird on the frame right there. Oh, the red eye. The red eye is happening. Something spooky might happen. We might be just safe enough. I mean, it's not... Luckily, it's now, like, in the middle of the daytime. Well, middle of the morning. So it's starting to get light again, but... Oh, you look exhausted. You're not forgetting to get some sleep, are you? Always say taking frequent breaks is an important part of being productive. Yes, but the fish man said he wanted fish. Actually, if you give more... Would you give more if I dropped the trophy one in? Ooh, that was a good sale. Didn't think you had it in you. Night fishing's a tall order. I'll let you know when I get more orders in. For now, business as usual. So the rest of it. Don't let yourself get too worn down. We need you well rested to provide for the town. Mayor's walking quickly towards you. He seems in a good mood with a spring in his step. Fantastic news! Thanks partly to your efforts, Greater Marrow is growing. Our town is sure to be swarming with visitors any day now. In fact, I granted a consent for the shipwright to expand her facilities. The old dry dock is operational again. I've also allocated some money to improve the fishmonger's services. He might have something to talk to you about. Keep up the good work. We're glad you've chosen to work with us. The dry dock, we can make significant improvements to your vessel here. Looking extra space, more attachment points, and superior hulls. We need a decent stock of hard materials for these, like metal scraps and lumber. That sort of thing. So how do I get them? There's plenty of material around the coast, from shipwrecks and the like. I'm sure you'll find a way to get at them. Materials assigned towards upgrade here will be stored. Don't worry if you only have half of what we need. And then this is where we get our things. So, like, we need 2 lumber, some screws, and some... I'm guessing that's scrap metal and fabric. And that will get us some rod spaces. We get some net spaces, we can start doing trawler stuff. More space for engines and more space for lights. And then we can slowly upgrade to get bigger hulls as we progress through. So there's a decent research tree. Yep, we've already got that, so we can't do anything for that yet. And be meaning to talk to you about a new business venture I've been considering, crab pots. Got one here for you, in fact. It's a bit banged up, but you could get it fixed at the shipwright. Ability unlocked. Crab pot. We can get crab. Pretty straightforward. Just drop it out of the sea anywhere and then come back after a day or two to check on it. Got a customer after a fiddler crab and a common crab. Both species can be found around here. And we can also buy an extra one. Right, return to town. I'm going to rest for a bit, just to get rid of the terror that we had. Oh wait, hang on. We wanted to have a quick chat to the shipwright. Yeah, repair the equipment, because the equipment was that crab pot. Now we can go. So select crab pot. And we want deep water, if we can. So let's drop one here at 3.5 meters down. And then one here at 6.3. That seems like a good plan. Get 20% chance to not reduce stock levels when catching a fish with a rod. That's not bad for a book. Pursuits. We have got our catch common crab and a fiddler crab for that one. And then encyclopedia is just, we think that was the black grouper that we caught. Oh, I don't think we have the ability to dredge still. No, so we still need to find that equipment somewhere. So, you have nothing special. We have nothing in storage. Can't fit any more of those in, so let's see what else we've got. These were cod. We should be able to have enough room for some of these. Oh. No more left to catch there. Now this has a strange thing above it. Ooh. We found a strange tentacles sprout from glowing core inside a gelatinous sac. Other cores lay dormant alongside. We found a weird. Where we have this weird little glowy thing above the thing. And then we have, I think, another strange. Yes, we do. I'm gonna throw the cod away again. Taking up too much room. Also, that red light isn't ominous at all. Let's say hello to the fishmonger. What is it today? You hand the grotesque fish to the fishmonger. He grins, raising the fish up to his face before inhaling a deep, stuttering breath. Ah, now this is the sort of specimen to liven up my day. I wonder. He runs his fingers firmly along the length of the fish, as though feeling for something. He pushes from one side of the stomach and a small shape can be seen bulging against the bulging scales. He slices the fish open. From its stomach he pulls a small piece of fabric and spreads it on the counter. It's a delicately patterned handkerchief. Well, I've never seen that before in all my days. I'll give you this thing and I'll pay for the fish too, of course. It's not the first corrupted fish I've seen in these parts. So I'm sure you'll find more before too long. I'll pay you well if you find any more. We have our brood squid, which we will sell. A man is looking at you through the cabin your cabin window. His face is mostly in shadow. I know what you look for. I know what you took to the fishmonger. And I'll be clear. I know he extracted an artifact from it. I need to inspect it, but not here. Meet me on Blackstone Isle. Head out of this bay and cut south. I have a business proposition for you if you'll want to hear. I'll be waiting. Spooky. Once installed, no refunds. Yes, yes. I would like more engine. Because more engine means more fast. More fast means we can move more before the inevitable nighttime hits. Which, if we're going to be going this way, and then heading out of the bay, and then cutting to the south, go to Blackstone Isle. Because I think this might be where we get the dredge equipment from. Because I believe this man wants us to find artifacts. Is this actually the bay to get to you? It is the dock. So we have the ruined mansion and the workshop. Looks like it hasn't been used in decades. What do you want to do in here? Pick up any items? You find some horrifying creations among the detritus. An arterial engine. And the sign of ruin. A symbol of the deep is carved into this small talisman. It's sure to draw the attention of those attuned to it. And the bony blades of this grotesque engine are driven by a pulsing heart. It beats in time with your own. I think I don't want to install these yet. I think I'll put them in storage. A man is standing in the doorway, watching you approach. He's holding an old book in one hand, bound in crimson with silver ribbons. You came. Good. Allow me to introduce myself. I am a collector of many things. Art and artifacts, treasures and truths, and curios that occupy the periphery of desire. And you have something for me. You give the handkerchief to the collector. He holds it up to the flickering light and studies it. These patterns are unmistakable, even after all this time. This handkerchief comes from an old ship I've been searching for. It sank many years ago. I'm going to have a quick drink because my mouth's getting dry. It carried items of great importance. As you can imagine, retrieving them is proving to be challenging. That's where you come in. My proposition is this. I will outfit your vessel with equipment that will let you dredge the wrecks and dark depths. Find me these lost relics and I'll reward you in ways beyond all imagining. You need not give up your fishing career. I'll merely need a few hours with your vessel to make the necessary alterations. Of course we want to be able to dredge in the game called Dredge. Excellent decision. I'll prepare it immediately. The relics we're looking for are a ring, a necklace, a watch, a music box, and a key. I'd encourage you to ask around towns about shipwrecks or other strange occurrences, anything that might be worth investigating. Return when you have something. So now, we can actually start picking up some of the crap we find, which can go towards helping us upgrade our boat. Let's just give a quick once around of his island to make sure there's no shipwrecks here. That gives us an easy one. What are you? You are just eels. Okay. Right, so we had one shipwreck behind one of these islands. So we can now dredge. Oh god, I remember this one. Hang on. Yep. For dredging, you have to dodge the bits. There we go. It's an old iron chain. I love you too, sheepy. Oh, we've got to be careful. Our terror is starting to grow. Oh, GG. This one, that was Oh my god, that was a fucking quick one. I wasn't expecting that. I wonder if as your panic gets higher, it's harder to do the dredging. No, no, no. We're fine. We're fine. We're on the shore. We're on the shore. Oh, a grieving father. That's new. Hello, is everything okay? Do you know of any shipwrecks around here? Yes, well, you see, my only son was lost at sea some years ago. He's still out there somewhere in one of those wrecks. All alone in the cold, dark water. The man is clearly trying his hardest to remain composed, but tremors of grief rack his body. I was wondering, I notice you have some dredging equipment on your vessel. If you're able to retrieve any of his belongings from the wreck, I think he'd feel more at peace if his mementos were with me. He wore a bronze belt buckle, specifically engraved. I'd recognize it anywhere. If there's a chance you could find it, I'll be in your debt. Give the belt buckle to the man. Oh, we've already found it. There we go. You give the belt buckle to the man. This is his. Oh, thank you, bless you. You've returned him to me. Please take this. I've not any money to pay you, but this might hold some value to you. It is a research part, and indeed has value. Anything else I can help you with? You know any more? Nope. Any strange occurrences? I don't get out a lot anymore. I don't see much what goes on. But I do remember the old man in his final days. What an awful sight it was. Screaming and throwing things into the sea. Throw it back, he would cry over and over. Begging anyone who would listen, howling it to the wind. These days I feel like I understand. Anything else I can help you with? I'd best disappear. You're creeping me out. So yep, we now have search for relics. So hopefully we can check our crab pots in the morning. And those will be sorted. Encyclopedia, we have some more things caught. Let's just click on that. And it tells us roughly where we have to go. So the marrows somewhere around here is the key that we want. And then it tells us the areas to go for the rest of them. Let's sleep until morning to get rid of that terror. And then whilst we're on the way back, let's skirt around here. Now that is salvage. We have a plank of wood. Actually going to go and give this in, since we're running out of space at the moment. And I'll also check on the crab pots on the way out as well. Right, so shipwright. Nope, dry docks. Don't have to have all the materials at once. You can store whatever you want right here. Okay. That modifies them to hold rods, which is fine. Move that across and move that across. That is junk that I think we can sell to the trader. Hello, lighthouse keeper. If you don't know of any shipwrecks, then I don't know who will. She eyes you suspiciously. There's a spot near the back of Greater Marrow where the current carries the wreckages from the sea. Some nights you can see an unnatural glow rising from that patch of water. I can't imagine what's down there in the deep. So if you're looking for what I think you're looking for, it's best you just move on. Gee, let's talk to her about the rest of the stuff. Any strange things happening? See plenty of strange things from atop the lighthouse. Sometimes I don't know whether or not I can trust my own eyes. She holds the lantern up so it shines brightly onto your face. Are you really standing here in front of me? Or is it just another of the fog's tricks? Who lives on Blackstone? I see a lot from up here, you know. I saw that ill-fated boat return. I chose to look the other way. Watch the unnatural glow flicker through those windows. Whatever you got planned, I hope you know what you're doing out there. You know of the old mayor. I try not to think about him. It's a painful memory for us all. Some nights I can still think I hear the hum of his engines sailing past the bay. But I know he's gone. And I don't want to talk about it anymore. Then we have the builder. You approach a woman sitting on the dockside, staring out to the sea. She turns to you. What's it like out there? It's difficult. Gotta be about downside better than this bloody town. I think I just need to get away for a while. Maybe not come back. Going backwards is a mistake, don't you think? You should always keep moving forwards, moving along. It's not so bad here. She's gazing out to the sea again, lost in thought. Say, if you find me some materials, maybe you can help me move. I mean, really move. There's an island I've heard about, Steel Point, just to the north. 2 units of lumber and 2 of scrap is all I need. I can make a new place myself out there. You'd be welcome to visit too. Just stack it up at Steel Point if you have anything. I'll pay you when the job's done. So that is another thing we can do. Let's go and have a look at our crab pots. We've got a fiddler crab. And we have a common crab. And let's pick up the pot. It's going to break soon. We have another fiddler crab. And another common crab. And then I see the unnatural glow about you. The fanged cod. Let's shift these around. And then we should be able to slot you in. Perfect. Let's repair our crab nets. Turn in the fishing order. And then we'll think what to do next. So, fishmonger. You got any crabs? Yes, we do. Don't forget crab pots get worn out. The shipwright can patch them up. Right, so we want one fiddler crab and one common crab. Not much that we get for that, but it's good enough. These will do. Glad you got some use out of that old pot. Always buy some more or repair damaged ones at the shipyard. I have one fun request from you. I've just seen some fish around here can develop odd deformities. What do you think happens to a person that eats the flesh of those mutants? I'm going to assume they go mad. Well, perhaps. But I just want to know for sure. Bring me a mutant fish. Any will do. Just keep this between the two of us. Have you got any of them with you now? In fact, I do. Remember, any aberrant will suffice. I suspect they're all the same underneath. We have this beautiful fanged cod. Deviantly sharp teeth. With chunks of smaller fish lodged between. A hunger in its eyes. The fishmonger takes the aberrated fish from you. He clutches it close to his chest, wringing his hands around its slimy body. Yes, this should do nicely. Here's what the fish is worth. And why don't you take these too? They're of no use to me. We can't stack research. Did you hear that? It sounds like the faintest whispering. You listen. Silence. In the stillness of the room, the fishmonger's hands begin to tremble. His face grows anguished. Please, say what you need, then leave. I must deal with this creature. Quickly now. And we will sell that. I'll also buy another crab pot. Fishmonger's door slams behind you. You hear a heavy scraping of a metal bar sliding across it. Right, shipwright. Repair my stuff. Thank you. Research. We have 3 parts. Use parts to research new equipment. Researched equipment will appear for sale in shops. So we can actually upgrade the nets, the crab pots now. With either a large one, with a more spacious design to hold more at once before it needs emptying. A hardy one that is strengthened, allows it to last longer. Or efficient. It's more effective at catching creatures. We have the improved outboard motor. Which does only cost 1, so I think I probably will get that. And that is also now for sale. We have the jet drive engine, the twin prop engine, which is actually not bad. It takes up double the amount of what we have, but combined, the two we have is actually less speed than this one gives on its own. Right, and let's see. With the hydraulic rod, that is now for sale. Oh, I think I see how it works. You have to get... Each of these is like a level you have to get. So if we now spend another one here, it's for sale. Yeah, that makes sense now. So for this one, we'd have to do the first one, spend 1 point. Then we'd have to spend another point, and then it unlocks at the shop. That makes sense now. Right, so let's see. We've got a shallow, a coastal. But what we could do, when we have enough, is replace both of these with the flexible, and then replace this one with the hydraulic. And then we have access to 3 types instead of 2 types of stuff. Catch. We've got the better motors, which is 15. But that costs 200. And then that's it for now. Everything else is the same as normal. Have a little look around this side of the island. Not too far of a look though. A bolt of cloth. Was not what I wanted to do. I wanted my lights. Yeah, we definitely need to head to where that big red light is at some point. But Fishmonger's door is barred from the inside, so we can't even do anything yet. And she's still barred from the inside, so... Got the cloth in. Go back to Crab Pot. And I will just go... Bloop. 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 I mean, you can, but I think you'll find it just tastes like hair. Well, that doesn't give me good vibes. Giant fish skeleton just chilling. Ooh. I see sailfish, but we can't get it. We don't have oceanic yet. Ooh. Whatever this is, it has red thing in the top. We have found the key. The key to what, though? That is the question. The key to Sheepa's heart, perhaps? This is going to be cutting it close, but we might be able to sleep at this place anyway. Which will mean it's fine, as long as we have some light. Yeah, we can sleep here, that's fine. So we enter the collector's house. He's standing at the back of the room, holding the silver and crimson book. He seems impatient. Well, you have something, don't you? Show me. The ornate key was removed. You hand him the key. The cold metal shimmers a strange shine as he holds it. The shape of the key, the teeth, the head, now somewhat seems changed, smaller. Has it always been this way? Is this all? Where's the lock? The collector grows agitated. It seems the pieces we're looking for have travelled much further than I anticipated. Much further, I suspect. In that case, allow me to aid your travels. He turns a few pages in his book and mutters something low under his breath. A burst of light fills your vision, and you stagger back briefly. Now go, we have more relics to uncover. Ability unlocked: haste, otherworldly speed at a cost. My intuition tells me the current may have carried some debris to the southeast, towards the Gale Cliffs. Make that your priority. I'll mark it on your map so you can begin the search. Anything else? Words you read, what did they do? Ah, this book holds power over the deep. I merely extended its powers towards you. Is there one you wish to know more about? Haste. The words of haste are instant and cruel. They impart a terrible speed to your vessel. Be warned, however, it may put a great deal of stress on your engines. Are there other powers you wish to know about? No. Common clutter. Okay, fair enough. We've already taken the equipment that was here, so let's leave. Because what I saw was shiny fish. Are you a kind I can get? Yes, you are. A tusked grouper. Well, something didn't seem good then. Oops. We lost a grouper. The lighthouse keeper emerges from the forest, walks towards the docks with a confused look on her face. Oh, it's you. Who were you expecting? Your engine, it sounds like... I'm sorry, I mistook you for a vessel of an old friend. Dejected, she turns and walks back towards the lighthouse. Blinding headache today. Did you come by yesterday? I don't recall. What can I do for you? Well, we have fish. Oh, we actually have enough for one of the two things that we wanted to get. Let's see if we can't upgrade something. Ah, that's where we can store the stuff. Okay. So that needs 1 wood, which we have, and 2 lots of scrap, which we have. Purchase the upgrade. You need wood that we don't have. We do have 1 scrap somewhere, but that can wait. This needs 2 lots of fabric and a lumber. That's what it means when you can store it. You can just put it in the slot ready to be used. You can't just store generically. You know, you can't like go and get a load of stuff and just store the whole lot there. That's a better thing to know. Let's repair the boat. Crab. Crab. And crab. We do need to head southwest for the next bit. So let's go quickly sell these crabs. Found this book out back. Could be useful to you. Fishmonger reaches under the counter and hands you a damp, battered book. A few shimmering fish scales are stuck to the cover. Sell. I mean, that wasn't bad. 70 for 3 crabs that we didn't really do anything with. Right, so cabin. We now have rod, reels, and rigs. Select an active book. Pass time to read. Right, so it said southwest. Right now, I don't want the fish. Ignore the fish. Oh. This is definitely a place. Ooh, a research part. Love sheeper. That is a good amount of lumber. That is getting to be quite dark. A silver trinket. Well, we can sell that. I am actually mildly concerned. I don't know where the nearest dock is. And I am in the middle of nowhere. Ah. There's a rock there. And that is why we don't stay out too late at night. Because there's a big fish that wants to eat us. Using the haste function, it takes about 4 hours of travel time to get here. So just get a couple of pieces for now. And we'll see if we can find where this... Because I think there's meant to be a port somewhere around here. I think that's where that woman wanted to move to. Question is, can we find it in time to not get eaten? The answer is no. But that over there looks like a light. Oh god, what was that? Something just appeared there. Right, something is here because there's light. Is that a dock? That is a dock. Oh, thank God for that. Next to the dock is a derelict campsite. Strange symbols are scratched in the sand. What do you want to do? Search the site. Worn fabric is collapsed at the base of some wooden supports. There's nothing remarkable about it. Inspect the symbols. The symbols span the breadth of the camp, twisting this way and that. Some are grouped together into what must be big words. Fresh footprints. Tread carefully around each symbol. The last symbol trails off hurriedly and looks unfinished. Right, let's just rest now. We are safe at the dock. We are safe at the dock. Right, that's fish that I don't have the stuff for. And that is a trinket to sell. Is that a ship? Or is it a shipwreck? It's a shipwreck. Oh shit, hi Jazzy, hi Mono. Trying to spook me with your raids whilst I'm fishing some Lovecraftian beasties. I mean some perfectly normal, non-evil fish. Oh, when we finish reading a book. What does that one give us? Rods are 10% more efficient. I'm not sure. This way? I think that's the lighthouse. Quick, to the lighthouse before we die. We've gathered too much to get murdered. Oh, thank you for that, Sheepy. I forgot that I gave Sheepy the power of the mod, which is actually terrifying, because I gave Sheep a power. Also, please don't eat me, spooky thing in the mist. Oh, God. Oh, God. The- That's a rock. That's also a rock. And that's a fish. That's a raid and a mono raid. They powered the wash. They washed the power. And then they came here. Right, I'm ignoring those islands entirely and going straight for the lighthouse. Are you sure he committed laws and he didn't obstruct any laws? Or obstruct any crimes happening? I know what Jazzy's like. I know he's good with laws and totally doesn't get the meanings of words wrong. I hope you're good dolphins and you aren't evil dolphins that want to eat me. But yeah, raiders, welcome on in. I have to try and be professional. I am Chiri. I am Bat. I play games. And currently we're playing Dredge, which came out today. Which is a lovely little fishing simulator that has no evil or scary things in it whatsoever. You totally don't get eaten by a scary fish in the middle of the night. You totally don't accidentally fish up Lovecraftian horror monstrosities from the ground. But you do get crab. Crab is good. Sheeper did indeed do job. Everyone give Sheepy a pat on the back and a pat on the head for his assistance. We want a piece of wood here. We can now upgrade that and have some more nets. Right, so I need a fabric, a wood, and a scrap for that. And a scrap and a wood for that. So let's put that in there. Means I need 2 scraps, 3 wood, and a fabric. But we are now safe in a bay with lights. So we should not die horribly in the middle of the night. Let's get us some money. Oh, I see sparkly lights. Oh wait, no, these are the crab traps, that's why. Take that and pick up the crab basket. We need to repair them. Can't actually hold everything. Quick, sell the trinkets. Don't bite me, Zazzy. That's against the crime. Found anything special lately? Yeah. That one tiny thing. Pick up our crab net. Don't commit a law. What have we told you? Right. Fishmonger, what have we got for you today? We've got you crab, 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 and mackerel. For a pitiful price. But it's better than nothing. Oh, I forgot we have actually got a scrap already in the storage. Let's take that out of storage, because that can go into the dry dock ready for the next bits. We need to talk to the shipwright to repair our crab traps. Ooh, we get a trawl net now as well. We've actually unlocked that. Passively catch basic fish when deployed. That's not too bad. Ooh. Actual proper lighting. I mean, we're currently running on a single bulb of 500 lumens, but that's like 1800. 25 meter range compared to a 10 meter range we have right now. But I don't have enough stuff for the lights yet. We need to actually finish upgrading this to get that extra light slot. And then we can get the halogen lamp, which will be wonderful. So we need to look for some lumber in the morning. Try and get our boat at least as Cthulhu-proof as possible before we start getting a bit further out. Because we also want to get some better engines. Better engines mean faster travel. Faster travel means less likely to get eaten by the monsters at night. This is just going to be metal scrap, isn't it? We need lumber. Ooh, no, that was a research part. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, for those who didn't actually get a chance to play this back when it came out as a demo, we are humble fisher person who crashed on the shores of this weird little set of islands. And the mayor is essentially Tom Nook and said, well, your old boat broke, so we'll give you a new one and you can pay us back by fishing for us. A slab of rock juts out from the water bearing crude symbols of carved fish. Its base, a rough shape, has been chiseled away. You can return to these items later. Ooh, spooky. I wonder if we have to fill that with mutated fish for something. Because it looks mutatable stuff. Are you... All that's left of this boat is an old husk. You pull a little closer. Look inside. Wonderful. We've got wood. And more wood. And a ring. And a chain. And a research part. That is good enough. Head back to shore and get our lights. and not crash. Because that would be silly. Yeah, I can see, I know why your mod really wanted to play this, Jazzy, because I played the demo of this, and just from the demo, I was like, I fucking love this game. I need this game. And considering I'm a person that normally doesn't do the whole pre-order stuff, as soon as the pre-orders for this turned up, I think last week or a bit before that, I was instantly, I'm pre-ordering it because I'm going to want to buy this and I'm going to want to stream it because I really love the game. Right, so we just need a bolt of cloth and some lumber, and then we can work towards the tier 2 hull. Haven't seen that strange red light in a while. Wonder what that was. That was the key that we found that totally wasn't evil in any way. But we have 248, not enough to get any of the other things yet. Oh, actually no. We have our extra light slot now. I'm willing to spend the money. Ooh, spooky fish, spooky fish. There we go. The host eel. Numerous glowing shapes flicker and squirm behind a distended ribcage. The rest of the fish is withered and drained. The key was evil. I will definitely say it definitely seemed like an evil key. Have I found anything special? Apparently, yes. So undock, and we will head back. Don't know why I did that. I don't actually have room for it. Nice try, Jazzy. Nice try. You almost had me. You almost had me. And then I remembered who I was reading it from. You sneaky little fool. You can't be getting me. We have 2 pieces of research. What can we get? The anti-tangle line. Mangrove we haven't found yet, so I don't think... Right, reading that aloud in my head, I don't think it's a trap. But I still don't trust you. So, please tell me about this, Jazz. Right, we find outdoor motor or the twin prop engine. I'm going to put these towards the twin prop, I think. For my viewing pleasure. So it's a picture of you. Because that's what gets me the viewing pleasure. Right, so let me double check, what did we need? I needed the fabric and a lumber. I don't think I've looked over at these islands much yet. So let's go and have a check to see if there's anything nice to salvage around here. That is metal. Nope, that is trinket. Pearl earrings. Okay. And sell those. Those are fish. Don't care about those right now. Ah, was this where the woman wanted to have the stuff delivered? For her new house? Yes, it was. So I'll drop one of the scraps there. Then we just need 2 wood and another scrap for that. So 1 wood. Hopefully this will get us 3 wood. No, it got us 2 wood. Another trinket to sell. I don't think we'd be able to fit any more of that in there. But that there looks like it's more wood. So I will fill up this pile for this lady. Delivered all the materials, we should let the builder know. I'm always proud of you, Jazzy. this game actually does give me the creeps. When you just turn around and just see a weird flickering red light in the mist. That actually made my heart jump a little bit. Because I heard a foghorn. You can now order a 24-pack of Pepsi Max for £7.65 each if you pay for 3 at once on Amazon. You have 3 trays of Pepsi Max. That is just enough Pepsi Max that I will be impressed with you. Because that is, let's see, it's about a litre. It's about 2 litres for every 6 cans. Wow. Well, that's every 7 cans is a litre. It's on subscription forever. That is also adequate. I tend to buy mine in 2-litre bottles. But that was spooky noise. I'm not gonna deal with spooky noise. I'm gonna fall asleep and get rid of the spooky noise. Well, that is less use. That is less fun. Sadly, I am my household. Which is why I buy like 8 2-litre bottles of Pepsi a week. No, I don't have an addiction to Pepsi and caffeine. I don't know what you're talking about. Honestly, I'm more so looking for a new place, but there's just nowhere nearby. I mean, I've been having issues with the energy provider fucking up the meter readings. I think they've connected the meter to the wrong supply, so they keep charging me like £300 a month for one person in a 2-bedroom flat, and it's just not the amount of money I should be paying, even with the ridiculous increases in price we've had recently. So the amount of times they've fucked up, and it's been stressing me out for like at least the past 5 months. I just want to move to somewhere that will make me pay the right amount of electricity. It also doesn't help that this place in general is just a shit apartment block that never gets repairs done. But the problem is, I still need to be close to work. I know that I work from home all the time, but just on the off chance they say, well, we need to pop in for this one meeting for this one day, I need to be within range. I also need to be within range of family so that they can pop over to see me once a week so I don't go mad. Because that's my only social contact at the moment whilst my health is this bad. I do not leave the house. Which is another thing that's going to be hard if I do move. I mean, honestly, I don't mind studio as long as studio is big enough to fit all of my stuff in. Like, yeah, I have sofa, I have desks, I have cupboards, I have bookcases, and I have double bed. If a studio would fit all of that, I don't care. I would move to the studio. Yeah, okay, it might be a bit more of a pain to heat up in the winter, but I have, you know, warm clothes and a blanket for that. I mean, one thing you will find when you move, I left family house with just clothes and a computer. Now I own, after moving once, I gained a couple of desks, the double bed, and a 3-piece suite and a bunch of kitchen stuff. Then I moved again, and now I also have 2 extra bookshelves, an extra cupboard, an extra set of metallic filing cabinet stuff. You just slowly just start having stuff. And the more stuff you have, the more awkward it is then to move to a new place. Ah, you've done it. Well, no sense in wasting time. Let's get moving. Well, no, we can't take you yet because I do not have room for you. But what we do have is fabric and wood. We can now work on upgrading to the next tier hull. Oh, I almost went to hull. Almost went to hull. And life would have been so much different if I had. Right. Double checking. Ginger's not in the chat, is he? Because this will confuse the fuck out of Ginger. I was going to go to Hull to do marine biology. Once upon a time. And then I decided I don't really want to move away to Hull yet. I don't want to move that far away from family and have no family, no friends. Because it's going to be really awkward for family to come and visit me. Because obviously, at the time, my mum had just had twins. So it would have been hell for her to drive up to visit me with 2 very young children. Well, no. She would have had the twins about a year afterwards because she had them when I went to uni, actually. But yeah, I put off going to uni for 1 year and I got a job. During that year, my girlfriend of the time talked me into going to games design instead, which was Stafford rather than Hull. But yeah, apparently Hull is good for marine stuff. That's why I was going to go. It was that or Plymouth, and Hull seemed the best. You know, the less hoity-toity because you know obviously Plymouth's down in Cornwall. It's Cornwall. But if I'd have gone to either of those, I might not have moved back to here. Well, not here where I am now, but I wouldn't have moved back to Birmingham, maybe. You know, if I'd have gone there, I wasn't doing games design, I wouldn't have fallen in with the same crowd of people that liked playing games, people that did D&D and all that. I wouldn't have started watching as much YouTube, maybe. Because obviously science would have been more mentally taxing on my time than games design. Games design, I could have YouTube on the second monitor whilst I did my work. So it's one of those what ifs that everyone has them. There's a certain point, a certain decision in your life that you could have done one thing, but you did another. And that is my one big one. That if I'd said, yes, I'm going to Hull to do marine biology, I don't think I would be here now. I wouldn't be streaming, I don't think. I wouldn't be living where I am now. I might not have as good a job as I have now. I could have a better one. You know, I could be like in the Maldives studying reef fish or something. I don't know. But that's one of those things I always wonder what would have happened had I done that. Oh, theology degree. That would have been interesting. depending on what sort of focus you went on. Yeah, and the other language thing, if I wasn't so bad with languages, I would consider doing that. And moving somewhere that's not intent on making it illegal to be who I am. Because, you know, I really liked when I went to Germany as a kid, and I have nothing but good memories of going there. You know, mainly because all I remember is the food, and the food was amazing, which is probably a bad thing if I'm trying to lose weight. I don't really want to go. Oh, you got an ad. You know, you can get rid of the ads if you have Prime subscriptions. You could always drop them here. I will wait for the ads to finish for people. In the meantime, we'll have a drink. Pepsi. Delicious. There's 10 seconds left to go. Oh, the ad thing is lying. It says it is finishing in 10 seconds, so that... Yeah, I was waiting for everyone. We have dropped off the builder. Builder removed from the inventory. We are welcome back anytime. She reaches into a toolbox and starts working. Take these. It's always good to have on hand. More research. Yeah, I have that thing. I would like to move to another country. But the problem with that is it will be pretty much impossible for my family to ever visit me. I would not know anyone. And there'd be a language barrier. I mean, granted, there's a lot of places that still speak English perfectly well. But I would at least like to know enough about the language to be able to hold a conversation before I went there. You know, there's no point, say, moving to France and all I know is to say, where is the swimming baths? Like, où est la piscine is like the only thing I remember from fucking French class like 10 years ago. Longer than that, actually. Yeah, I would, if it wasn't for the fact that America is really shit with healthcare. Although, granted, a lot of my health problems are because I am, in the nicest way possible, a fat fuck. COVID did not do me good. I put on a lot of weight because I got locked in the house. Yeah, I didn't think it would make that much of a difference. But apparently the 10 minutes of walking to work every day and then walking home. Well, not even 10 minutes, like the 5 minutes walking to work and 5 minutes walking back was actually a lot of moving around. Because I had like 2 or 3 flights of stairs at work to go up. Which was enough to keep me healthy. I mean, okay, I was still overweight at the time, but I could still walk up and down the stairs, no problem, unless I was carrying something heavy. And I was losing weight. Then COVID hit, I got locked up. Whilst I did have an exercise bike, I just couldn't be bothered. Because by the time the day was over, I was just so tired with just existing, I just didn't want to get on the exercise bike. And then 3 years later, with no exercise and stress eating, weight went on, health went bad, and, you know, things are never, you know, when that stuff happens, it's not good. Ooh, a new book, thank you. But that is what I'm currently trying to fix right now. Which is why I am... The past 2 days I've done like an hour and a half on the exercise bike, and it has fucking killed me, almost. And since the start of the year I've lost about £30, like 2 stone, or about 12, 13 kilos. I can't remember the exact. It's 2.2 pounds to a kilo. So divide 30 by 2.2 and there's your calculation if you're a kilo person. So I am on the right track. I mean, you can't really tell much. Hang on, let me move the camera to somewhere that actually has a dark bit in the top corner. Like, say, here. Up in the top corner there is actually a goal that I haven't updated for a couple of days. Which I'll do now while I'm actually thinking about it, because I have got up to... I think it was 269.5. But yeah, I'm trying to... Since I can't physically do it by going out and doing it, Jazzy probably knows this and Sheepa probably knows this, but there's a cycle route that goes from the top of England to the bottom of England. Or the other way around, the Land's End to John O'Groats route, which is 1,407 kilometres by bike. So, me, being weird, was like, okay, if I can't go out and do it, and I need to still have some kind of goal, then before the end of 2023, I'm going to do that much in cycling on my own, at home, on the exercise bike. And so I've been keeping track of it. I've got a spreadsheet that, you know, I can put in how much I've done and how much I'm expected to get to and how long I do it for. And so I'm trying to put the effort in. It's tiring when you're, you know, obviously when you're unhealthy, it's harder to get started. But at the start of the year, I could barely do 3 or 4 minutes on the exercise bike without feeling like I was going to die. Because my legs burned, I could barely do anything, I could barely get out the house and walk around. Whereas now, I've been able to get, the past 2 days, I've done like 11 kilometres on the bike. Over the course of like 2 chunks during the day. Like I did half an hour at lunch and then an hour before stream. Yeah, okay, it's slow progress. But if you'd have told me in January that I'd be doing 11 kilometres in a day, I would have called you a weirdo. I would have said you're lying to me. But it's just getting into the habits. That's the biggest thing I found is habit. Hello, sorry. I'm Cheery. How are you? Okay, I will stretch. It's a good job that my camera is attached to B Studio and not actually showing my face. Because it's not showing my face right now, it would be showing me topless. Which would get me banned on Twitch. But luckily, I am a VTuber, so you can't see. Don't you be derping at me. Oh wait, my Ace Beanie subscription ran out, so I can't even give the full Derp Council back. We have got the full Derp Council if we have the Jazzy Derp, we've got the Sheeper Derp, the Beanie Derp, and the Chewy Derp. You know, for people that know, you know, actually, how long ago was it? I think it was like a month and a half ago. I actually got to be able to have my own emotes. Because people apparently were watching me for long enough. Yeah, there are many derps. Someday we'll collect all of the derps. Let's have a look. We have a new book to read. Selected as active book. I think for now, it's mainly trying to get some money. Thank you for the subscription, Jazzy. I still find it insane that people are paying money to watch me. Oh, we found a new one. The many-eyed mackerel. Gill plates dotted with eyeballs. Superfluous but scanning frantically. All eyes see right through you. Put that in one of the corners. Yeah, it's really weird to. I realised the other day I was thinking about when I actually started streaming, because I think the first time I appeared on a stream it was actually Sheeper's stream that he did on Halloween, when he had people coming in to watch spooky things, and then I think that was the Monday, and then I did my first stream on the Saturday with Snails. So my first day of streaming was the 5th of November, which is easy to remember because, you know, everyone remembers the 5th of November because gunpowder, treason and cheery. But then it kind of hit me that was 5 months ago. I've been doing this for 5 months and it's gone past, like, it's been a month. And it's really weird to think about. And I've almost got to the 100 goal. which means I'm going to have to do a 100 follower special, which that's going to be fun. Sell all that. Ooh, another 100. Lovely. I don't know what the Sign of Ruin does, and it scares me. I want to install it, but I also don't want to install it. We can at least put in the extra engine. It'll give us a little bit of extra speed. What else can we do? Don't really want to waste money yet, because I really do want to just upgrade this engine and replace these two middle ones. Because between them it's 24 kilometers. And then that will get us to 35. That will sell for 50 and that won't sell at all. So we still need to get like another sort of 150 money. Until we can upgrade the engines properly. You know what will help for that? I think crabs will help for that. So let's go to some deep water. Plop, plop, plop. Ooh, a three-headed cod. Three heads writhe and struggle in unison. Three mouths hang agape. Then close shut together. Three lives fixed as one. Well, lived as one. A fate bound to many. Oof. Many abominations are being found. Yeah, I hope you enjoy my emote that I hastily made, Jazzy. With the cheery love and the cheery derp and the cheery wide. And the cheery flag. And... oh, the cheery high, that was the other one. I'm trying to remember then, because I don't use half of them. Ooh, that was a lot of money. That is actually enough to get our... If we sell this one, we uninstall this one, we can buy this one. and use up almost all of our money. Cheery doesn't have 10k to give to Jazzy. If Cheery had 10k, Cheery would spend 10k on Pepsi Max. Right, so I'm not going to worry about these nets yet. I'm going to wait till we've upgraded the hull for those. Maybe. And we've got one research thing to use. I'm not going to worry about those for now. Don't have anything extra to add into this yet. Plus we would need 500 anyway. We'd have to buy that. So that's going to be something for a later time. Let's put that into storage. And let's have a look at the cabin. So the next place we're going down is to this Gale Cliffs location. Is where the next relic is that we need to find. We also want to stop by Steel Point and see what the builder's got for us. And we've also been getting our aberrations. We've managed to get a couple of the pod aberrations. We've got one of the mackerel ones. One of the squids. We've got both the ones for the grey eel. One for the grouper. But yeah, so far we've managed to find 16 of 128 species. Go check our crab traps. Also, we've got spooky fish. Not that we actually need them, because I think we just... Ah, no. There's only the one there anyway. Never mind. Ooh! Did I just... No, I didn't. I thought I saw the telltale sign of spooky thing, but no. Take the fiddler crab. Let's go talk to Lady on the Island. Oh, that was close. Almost smashed into the side of that. Smashed into the side of the island for a moment there. I've realised it's 12:30. I've been playing this game for 2.5 hours and it's gone past very quickly. That is a good sign that I'm enjoying the game. Hello, builder. What are you doing? Thanks again for helping me move out here. Managed to get myself all set up now. Found this while unpacking. You should take it. Engineer's companion added. You hand your book. The cover's dusty but otherwise good condition. If you ever need to use the dock or store stuff here, be my guest. Okay, so she's just an extra storage area. Away from the main area. So correct engine operation is going to be good because that I think is probably going to give us a bit more speed. Or it might make it so we can use haste for longer. I don't know. Either one would be good. And then Engineer's Companion, God knows what that gives us. Fish and fish. I can't... No, I can't do Oceanic yet. I'm still working towards that. SOS. I found a castaway. What happened? I washed up here. Oh, it must have been some 2 weeks ago now. We were in rough seas, and when a wave hit us broadside, I jostled overboard and swept away. Ah, go have a good sleepy sleep, Daddy. Thank you for popping in, and thank you again for that subscription. I love me as Azzy. Mwah, mwah. You get 2 kisses. I thought my crew would come to find me by now, but yours is the first ship I've seen pass by. Did the boys send you looking for me? No. Oh well, I'm sure they're looking anyway. Can you get me to Little Marrow? You should be able to catch them there the next stop by. Yes, I'll take you. Oh, you have size. Let's see if we can. Shift things around a bit. I don't think we can get this to a point where we can actually have everything that we want. Wait, no. Can we rotate you? We can rotate you. Perfect. Castaway climbs aboard. Let's head back to that lighthouse. Engines provide 5% more movement speed than listed. Wonderful. Yeah, that got us an extra sort of 2.6 kilometers from the engines that we have installed. Not bad for a book that we just read just whilst we weren't doing anything. Wait, Little Marrow. The guy wanted to go to. Sweet rank smell of civilization. I thought could never miss it. He turns to you. For someone who's just been saved, he seems gloomy. I've not got much on me, as you can imagine. And I have a feeling this isn't worth much anymore, for me at least. But perhaps it's worth something to you. He removes a signet ring from his left hand and presses it into yours. It's emblazoned with a symbol of a captain's wheel. Ship's wheel sigil emblazoned on this ring. Such a symbol is sure to bring luck to any captain that holds it. Well, it didn't give you much luck, did it? On to better horizons, friend. Farewell. Hmm. You know what? I'm going to discard the fiddler crab because I feel like the ray is going to give us more money. Fishmonger. Yep, that gave us a good amount of money. Dry dock. We will put wood and the shard in. We still need refined metal. We haven't seen refined metal anywhere yet. So 3 wood and 2 bolts of fabric is all we can manage for now. And then let's see what can we get shipwright wise. That's 410 for the hydraulic. That gets us the oceanic, which would be nice. And we also want the flexible fishing pole. So between those two, that 870 gold dollars, whatever we need. Well, that's not something that you normally see out on the sea. There's also lights out there, but I think those lights are just my crab traps. I'm going to return and wait until the mysterious nighttime is gone. Get rid of our terror. And head back out. Yeah, those lights were just our crab pots going, so let's pick that one up. We can repair it. Pick that one up, we can repair it, and we get a new fiddler crab, and pick that one up. We just have a basic thing. Okie dokie. Let's fill up on mackerel. And go sell it. I'll try getting that money. Sell all of that. Yeah, it's not really much money per one. Repair the crab traps and they'll head back out, drop the traps down again. I'm going to drop them further out. So far we've only had common crabs and fiddler crabs, but I'm wondering if we go somewhere deeper. And it is saying there's only a few crabs down there. But it is quite deep. Stone hums quietly, sending ripples through the air around it. Faint shapes dance upon its surface, vanishing before your eyes can focus on them. Place your hand on the stone. Cold stone does not respond to your touch. Okay. Ooh, a 90-centimeter eel. And the spot sticks. Okay. Ooh. Grotesque mackerel. Corrupted scales and bulbous eyes like nothing you've seen before. I think that was the last of the weird mackerel species that we needed to find as well. Let's sell our stuff to the fishmonger. We have actually not that much more of a sale we make for that, considering it's a trophy. Same for the mackerel. It's not... Actually, no. Mackerel's good. It's 10 for a regular one and 30 for the grotesque one, so that's worth it. And we've got a couple of trinkets we can sell. And we've done the Engineer's Companion too. Let's see, what does that one do? Equipment types that use durability will lose it 10% slower. Okay. So that's the trawl nets and the crab pots. Right, trader. Yeah, returning customer. Take this as a symbol of my appreciation. I'm sure you'll find it useful. A new book. Covered in dust, but otherwise good condition. So 15 for that, and all that signet ring is worth 90. That's enough for us to get one of the what do you call it things done. The one of the upgraded rods. That's the word I was after. One of the upgraded rods. But we need to have both, I think. Enough to get both of them at the same time to make it really worthwhile. Ooh, a lumpy mackerel. Writhing massive lumps, twisting and pulling their way under the scales of their vessel. How long have they lived like this? And that's depleted. And once again, fishmonger. Once again, sell. Rinse and repeat. Get some more money. We're going to upgrade our fishing rods. Because better rods means better fishing speed, and better fishing speed means we can do more fishing before we run out of time and it starts getting dark. Couple more trips and we should have enough for the upgrades. I am going to do a bit of risky night fishing. I think we just sneak one more in. Whoa, that's one of the things that I don't like about nighttime. Is it starts to spawn spooky things under you. And also it just starts being really cruel and spawning rocks in front of you as well, which you can't see until you get close at nighttime because of the fog. Fisherman, what is it? You look a touch troubled. Is the fog starting to get to you? Completely normal around here, and nothing to worry about. With a good night's rest, you'll be right as rain by morning. Ooh, snag squid. Tasting tongues. Breathe. Oh my god, my eyes are starting to go because it's so late. Wildly around sets of yellowed, crooked teeth. Top row are flattened like human molars. Oh, I think that is now enough for our upgrade. So let's get that done. The first things first. We want to sell the custom rod. Sell the weighted line. Then buy the hydraulic rod. And then we buy the flexible fishing line. And now that gives us access to oceanic as well as the ones we already had. Because you just had shallow and coastal before. Can't do any more with engines. We don't have enough space for that. But that has now meant we've unlocked an entire new set of fish we can start getting. Let's see if we can find some of them. You were the big oceanic fish, I think. Because you are sharks. Bronze whaler shark. Oh my god, you've got a weird shape. 1.69 meters. Nice. You fit one more in there. Perfect. Completely filled. Cargo. And what did that book get us? 10% resilience to panic. Let's see how much those sharks sell for. Ooh, that was actually worth it. They're like 100 each. So each of those is worth like an entire cargo of mackerel. So yeah, that was definitely worth doing the upgrade of those 2 fishing lines. It's almost 1 in the morning. You know what? I would normally go to bed at this time, but I'm really enjoying this game and I don't want to stop. One research part, so nothing we can really do much with that yet. I'm going to continue going. I know that I shouldn't. It's going to mess my sleep up, but I wouldn't go to bed until like 2:30 anyway, so streaming for another sort of hour is not going to kill me because I'd be awake anyway. And if I wasn't streaming, I'd still want to carry on playing. So we've done Steel Point. Stellar Basin we can get to, but I'm not going to bother with yet. So let's head down to Gale Cliffs. So south, east. Let's also look for anywhere on the way that we can use as a pit stop in case of night encroaching on us too quickly. Doesn't look like there's any docks here. But that looks like a thing we might be able to... Ooh! A hooded figure, swathed in blue robes, face barely visible. Fishermen, please, help. You can barely hear their rasping whisper above the wind and waves. Fulfill the hunger. Hooded figure unfurls an old paper scroll. They point to a shape at the top. It appears to be a blue mackerel. You know what? Can I see any blue mackerel? You are blue mackerel, I think. You are indeed blue mackerel. Let's go and fulfill the hunger. Expert precision, they plunge their hands through the gullet of the fish and tear out the heart. They stuff it into their mouth unceremoniously. More, still empty. They point to another shape on a second scroll. This one looks like a tiger mackerel. We haven't found those yet. But those are coastal, so we can get them. We just need to find where they are. Now, you are not mackerel. You are going to be bronze whalers. You look... Yep, you're a different type of thing. You are a blackmouth salmon. Okay. And you are a decaying blackmouth salmon. Shimmering blackness permeates the flesh of this relentless fish. Muscles atrophied and decaying, but still it swims on. This? Travelling merchant. Oh, there, you're a new face. A fisherman, I take it. Perfect, we'll get on well like a house on fire. Haha. I'm a traveller and a merchant, all rolled into one. You have any fish to sell? I'll take them on board and sell them next town I come across. Likewise, I haul a small cargo of equipment between places. Welcome to peruse the stock, and if there's anything that takes your fancy, come and see me when you're ready to trade. Also, fish market. Also keep some crab pots, that's good. Sell all those. Floating dock. Oh, and it does actually store those from the other place as well, so even if we put them in here, we can still do it at the other place. That's good to know. Shipyard. You offer... Ooh, you offer something different. You offer miscellaneous. Refined metal. So that's where we get the refined metal for upgrading the boat if we want it. We might be able to find it, but if we have 500 spare money, it might be worth us just saying screw it and buying it. And merchant wants what? You need help with anything. Assistance from an angler? Absolutely. Been trying to collect records of where species of fish are located. Figured most of my travels so far, but there are a few I haven't been able to track down. Reckon you could share info with me? Sure. The fish left to track down are oarfish, gulper eels, Goliath tigerfish, and coelacanths. Know a little about each species already, so maybe I can point you in the right direction. Oarfish are long, yep. Live reasonably deep, but calm water. Maybe the shelter of the Gale Cliffs. Gulper eels live in the deepest depths imaginable. Specialist gear to catch one. Goliath tigerfish. Murky swampy waters using shade of trees as cover. And coelacanths. No idea where these could be. But they have primordial feel to them, don't you think? Yeah, some of those we are simply not going to be able to do. In fact, if anything, we might be able to find the gulper eel. Because that's going to be around this area that we're in now. now at Ingfell. Ingfell resident. Need help with anything? I'm trying to prepare a special meal for my partner, but I've been having some issues. Around here we consider aged conger eels to be a delicacy. You may say they're rotting, but they're delicious if prepared correctly. Normally we bury them in the ground and allow them to mature, but our dog keeps digging them up and eating them. You can't raise the subject without spoiling the surprise. Can you bring me an aged conger eel? Yes, I can. Where can I catch one? They inhabit the holes and burrows within the cliffs themselves. I imagine they're fished out around the edges, so venture into some of the passageways to find them. Oh, and they only come out at night. Good luck. Of course they only come out at night. That's when the monsters are around. Also, I think I see where our whoa. Where our next relic is. Pile of loose debris. Clearing this would take some strong explosives. An old man emerges from one of the nearby broken buildings and hobbles towards you. Oh, greetings. Don't get many visitors around here. What is it you need? The place doesn't seem safe. Why do you live here? I have been stubbornly holding out for quite some time. Truth be told, I've been reconsidering my position lately. Been happy here for so long. My wife and I had such a beautiful life. Until the collapse. Now I'm alone, cut off by land and sea, left only with these trembling rocks on all sides. Could help you move? Not that simple. My brother would never... You see, I used to live in Ingfell with my brother. He was a whaler back in the day. Things were bad. We fought a lot. Mostly about how parents' inheritance would be divided. But in the prime foolishness of our youth. When my wife and I decided to move here, I took the family crest and stole it from him. After all this time, I can't return without it. That's where the problem lies. After the collapse, that creature, it dragged debris from the houses down to its wretched burrows. The crest went down with it. It's a lost cause, I know, but were you to find it, it's a large, well-burnt crest. It would mean the world for it. Thank you. Please be careful. Hello again. And do you know if we can clear this debris? You probably need some explosives. My brother in Ingfell used to make them. For the whaling operations, you see. Nasty stuff. But with the whales all gone, I can't imagine he's still in business. What else do you need to know? Nothing really. I think we can sleep for now. Ooh. A wreckfish. That's new. The bag of doubloons. Can we actually fit? Can. But that's all we can fit. Let's sell the fish. Let's fix the boat. Is that a boy or a bottle? It's a boy. Oh, I see another shipwreck. Silver trinket. Ooh, wood. Good. We need this. Need this for our hull upgrade. What are you? I think you're just more blackmouth salmon, aren't you? Yeah, not what I'm after. Press F when a ball reaches the zone. Oh, okay. Okay. That's a weird one. Yeah, I want gulper eels. A devil ray. Okay. 1 meter. I think the devil ray is probably going to get us more money, but can we fit it is the question. I think the answer to that is no. More stonefish. Blackmouth salmon. Oh, and Terra's getting a bit too high now. Whoa, jeez. I didn't think you could attack me when it wasn't night time. Did not think you could attack me when it was not night time. So that damaged one of our rods, so we need to fix that. Oh, we lost the wood from that as well. Damn it. And that would have actually been just enough wood to finish this up as well. Shipyard, yep. Sprung a leak, fix that. That's back. Can't sell you trinkets, but we can store them. Oh, water spout, be gone. A research part. Okay. I'm fine with that. Ah. Whoa, what the hell are you here? Why are you still attacking me? That is massive. That thing is massive. Why is it trying to kill us still? We have no terror. Hey, Sentai. Thing damaged one of our engines. We're really slow now. I really don't like the fact that that thing was attacking us when we didn't have any terror. You know what? I'm not going to look for gold pearls down there. I'm going to go the other... No. No, 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 no. Leave me alone. Right. Used to make explosives. Sometimes cactuses needed breaking up. It wasn't the most efficient, but or the most pleasant, but it got the job done. Been thinking about getting back into it. I might be able to rustle up something strong enough to clear those debris piles near the cliffs. I'm not sure. I don't have the energy these days. I have a use for them. Still need to find gulper eels that only come out at night. Those are not gulper eels. Those are stonefish. That's just debris. And more stonefish. Not really. It's got a similar weird sea vibe to it. But this is more, you're just a random person that crashed your ship, or crashed your fishing boat in this area. And you've been given a boat by the mayor of one of the towns. You have to pay it off. And now we're trying to find relics for a weird hermit that lives on a rock somewhere. Oh, sheeper. But unlike Sunless Seas, where you're fighting like other boats and stuff, for the most part in this, you're fighting the terror. Because the more terror you have, the more likely the more likely things like that are going to start happening, and your lights turn off, and scary giant fish appear out of nowhere trying to get you. Ow! And waste our money for having to keep going back and forth to repairs. Shipyard, yes. Waste more money trying to repair. That's just the artifacts that we need to get. The encyclopedia is just where we're keeping track of our extra fish. Map is map. That's just showing us where the trader is. Is that bit in there? Where we're meant to get the other fish from? Or where we get the other guy's crest from, maybe? If so, we have to go around the island a bit. Go in here a little bit. And then that should open up. Oh god, no, 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 no. Leave me alone. Oh, okay, so... Right, now get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Go, 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 go. We cannot afford to die now. We cannot afford a hit. Whew. Right, okay, shipyard. Repair. Halogen lights back on. Haste ready to go. Get to this guy. I wasted so much of my money repairs on this thing. Is this your family crest? Please tell me. Yes, it is. You found it. I never thought I'd see this beauty again. But now I have a further favour to ask you, Bass. Can you take this to my brother at Ingfell? Tell him his brother's sorry and he would like to come home. And hopefully, by doing that... Oh, that was just a rock. That was just a rock. That was not an evil fish trying to eat us. Retired whaler, I believe this is yours. Gods, I haven't seen this since... Ah, so he did take it. I knew it. Your brother's sorry. Will you let him come home? I don't know if I was in the right state when he left. Okay, fine. He can stay in my old workshop, at least for the time being. I'll need some time to clear it out. While I'm doing that, perhaps you can do something for me. Been trying to clear some debris in the pathways through the cliffs to make a shortcut with explosives. Able to set up a charge, but the cliffs seemed particularly unsteady that day, so I didn't risk detonating. Just need to get in there and set it off. It's not far in. I left some yellow flags nearby. You can't miss it. Let's see if we can't find these explosives then. Find the explosives without getting eaten by the giant fish. Speaking of the giant fish, it lives in the mountain. Are you on a patrol? Is that it? Is it that you aren't just appearing out of nowhere? You're on a patrol around the island. It is. That's why it seems to, that's why it's been appearing even when we have no terror. It's always there. That explains it. Or it might be that cliff that's unstable. I don't know. Let's fix the engines. Otherwise we're going to be going too slow to be able to outrun the big fish again. Oh, it's taking up so much money fixing itself on that bloody fish. heard bubbling, I thought it was the big fish. Ow. Well, for once I can't blame the fish. That was me being an idiot. But you said yellow flags nearby. I can't see any. Oh god, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Run, run, run. Don't smash against the rocks. Oh, and that used up most of the day, like trying to look for those flags for the first bit. I wonder. It's not actually this bit that we wants us to blow up, is it? No. That's just a thing that we can get once he's done the first lot. We might be able to get some more explosives off him. I want to go in there and have a... I think that the flags are going to be in there, but also that's where the big fishy one's going to be. And I know that as soon as I start going in, he's going to just appear out of nowhere. Yeah. It was like he was waiting for us to go into that place to bloody spawn. But so you should now have disappeared off that way. Off on your patrol route. Yellow flags, there we go. That was where we wanted it to be. Pile of loose debris and the gaps between the rocks. You see large white teeth. Yes, you like the fuse. Let the whaler know. It really was that easy to get in there. We just had to fucking avoid the big fish. Heard the blast. Surprised the cliffs didn't come down on your head. Nothing's ready here. Go tell my brother that he can come home. Well, let's finish off this whole brother quest thing, because I think it's probably just going to be take brother back there now, and then that's it. Ended. Come here, hermit. Hello again, what can I do to you? Your brother forgives you. He found you a place to stay. That's a huge weight off my chest. One so old, I hardly remember it was there. Right, well, I'm packed and ready to go. Hermit climbs aboard. Well, here we are. Hermit notices the old whaler standing on the dock waiting for him. Little brother, you're home. I'm so sorry I was so foolish. Hey, Etsy. We both were. Come on inside, let's get your bags. Two brothers walk away from the docks. One of them pauses for a moment and turns back to you. Oh, stranger, if you find any more debris that needs clearing, I'm working on making more packed explosives. Come by the whaling yards any time. Yay! This one's on the house. And they're actually relatively cheap to buy. That's not bad. I think last thing for the day, let's go make sure our boat isn't falling apart. Oh, shit! Thanks, Etsy. That is a bit of a goof. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Holy fuck. I was not expecting that. I don't know what to say. I mean, the grub is very much how my brain is feeling right now, because I'm like, I don't know what else to say, because now I have 17 subscribers, and that's fucking ridiculous. My brain cannot comprehend that number. Let's see who got them. So Kaneko got one. Sentai got one. Dream got one. Zerg got one. Hey, Cookie got one. Cookie will be happy. Cookie gets to use my emotes, and that'll make him happy. Ginger's got one. Gabriel's got one. Snails has got one. Oh, Snails will be sad that I don't have a Cherokee emote, but you know. Sheepa's mum got one. And Longear got one as well. That will confuse many of them when they look at their emotes and just see a strange little bat face staring back at them. Right, would you let me snooze? You let me snooze the ads this time round. Good. You didn't let me do that the other day, and it was annoying. Oh, stretch. That was a freebie for everyone. Oh. Right, it's 1:30 in the morning, and I really should fall asleep. I should have gone to bed a while ago, but I never do. But I can't keep putting off sleep for playing this game. I really enjoy this game. I really want to carry on playing, but if I don't stop now, I'm gonna keep going. They've been going for 3.5 hours on this game, and I still want to keep going. I'm really liking this game. It's really simplistic, but it's really fun. The coffee's in another room, and I've abused caffeine for 20 years, and it doesn't do anything to me anymore. I could go and shotgun a can of Monster, and I could go to sleep. It would not do anything for me. I've been drinking liters of caffeine every single day for like 20 years. I have built up such a tolerance to it. It takes like a lot of caffeine. In fact, I'd probably die from my heart exploding before the caffeine would actually start to make me not tired anymore. So let's... Who is awake? Queen's awake, Hatling's awake, and Mitchie's awake. I don't really know much about Mitchie. You've only watched a couple of the streams. Yeah, I can quite easily do a power nap of just drink an entire can of Monster and go to sleep for an hour, and then wake up and go, I'm still sleepy. But the problem is doing 2 monsters, because my health is shit, makes my heart start going a little bit on the I'm going to die side of living. And so I can cope with 1 monster, but if I go for 2, it's too much. It's too risky. My heart will probably give in. I am, after all, an ancient beast. Yeah, if I spread them out throughout, so like if I take one in the morning and then one in the evening, I tend to be okay because I metabolize caffeine pretty quickly. But if I take like one of them and then after an hour take another one, I start being able to feel my heart in my chest, which is never a good sign, especially since, as bad as it is, I have had heart attack scares before. Like near the start of COVID, when I stopped moving around and I put on weight, there were a couple of times when I was like, I'm just gonna double check and call an ambulance and make sure I'm not dying, because this is painful, like seriously painful. And it was fine. I didn't have a heart attack. Obviously, I'm still here, but 2 cans of monsters would make that definitely be a thing. So, not going to be doing that anytime soon. What I will be doing is going to bed. Because my sleep it's starting to kick in now. I would normally go to sleep about quarter to 2 o'clock. And so that is starting to get close to where we are now. It's 20 to 1. 20 to 2 even. So I think what I'll do is I'll send everyone over to Queen. Yeah, that 8 hours of recommended sleep that I have to wake up at 9 o'clock for. So I'll be able to get 7 hours maximum. Let's send everyone over to Queen, who's currently playing a Toho game. So before that happens, as always, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Jazzy, for the subscription earlier. And big thank you to Etsy for 10 fucking gift subs out of nowhere. That's gonna, I'm gonna come onto the computer tomorrow and we're like, oh yeah, that happened. That wasn't me just falling asleep at the computer and dreaming that. So yes, thank you much for that. So yeah, Friday today, technically now. So there won't be any stream tonight. Friday's a day off. So next one will be Saturday night. Or Saturday afternoon / morning for whatever time zone. Which will be our usual cursed weird stuff with snails and silver and possibly Sheeper, depending on what else Sheeper's up to that day. But until then, thank you all for watching. Thank you for everyone for the subs and for all the goodness that's been there. And I will see you next time. Say hi to Queen for me. Bye-bye. That didn't actually raid, did it? No, it didn't. It cancelled the raid. Thank you, Twitch. That was really useful.